Hey YouTube, Tom Houston with Tom Houston Photography here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Cameron Minimax Beauty Dish Set. So I'll go over what comes with it, how it's built, how it works, then I will cover my opinions of it and what I've used it for, and then I will go over some other things, then show you examples of my photos I've taken using this so that you have a rough idea of what the lighting would be like. So to begin, this is the actual dish bowl, and then you have the reflector. There's springs holding the reflector in place. It also comes with a plastic reflector. This one is the metal one, so it gives a harsher light. The plastic one you can use if you need a softer light for your portraits. It comes with a bracket that actually holds your dish to a light stand. It comes with the L bracket to hold your flash to the dish, and this is fully adjustable vertically and horizontally. I know for sure it fits the SB600 and SB900, however, I'm sure it fits most, if not all, flashes. So what happens is I have my SB900 here. It also has a screw, so a screw in to lock it, so this is not falling off. I have no worries carrying this around over my shoulder or anything. I'm not afraid it's going to fall off. So your flash or speed light shoots into the dish, hits the reflector, hits the bowl, reflects out. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated. The set also comes with a diffusing sock, like a cloth diffuser that you can put over the front of the dish. I have never used it, so I won't review it since I've never used it. The thing I use most often with it is the grid. So this is a honeycomb grid, and I'll go over that later. So building it was a bit of a hassle. It didn't really come with any instructions, so you just kind of had to make it up. I figured it out, but if you have bought the Cameron Beauty Dish set and you have no idea how to build it, just toss a comment below and I'll make a video on how I built it or walk you through it or whatever you want, because it was kind of confusing. Also, the power was out when I built it, so I built it via my headlamp, which was, I'm sure, didn't help. Anyways, build construction, it's great, it's sturdy. I have no worries about anything breaking with this, except for maybe the springs, but that's just over time. I'm sure they'll stretch, but they do come with a second set, so there are other springs you can use in case anything terribly happens with those ones, but I'm sure you could rig this up in a way that you could not use the springs. Anyways, one thing that is a downside about, I'm sure, any beauty dish is it is awkward. So an umbrella folds up all nicely and you can put in the plastic cover and what have you. This is fairly awkward to walk around with. It is 12 inches, so it's nothing huge, but it's more awkward than an umbrella. I usually keep this all together. I usually remove it from the light stand, however I keep the bracket and everything on it. It's just a personal choice because I don't want to keep undoing everything and putting it all back together. But with a 12-inch one, I'm sure you can do it. If it's anything bigger, you might have to take off the bracket and what have you. It's a decent weight. It's not too heavy, but it's heavy enough that it inspires confidence in terms of build quality. And the one thing that's nice about this compared to an umbrella is this doesn't quite take flight like an umbrella does outside when you're doing outside shoots. And it is heavier, so it does hold your light stand down a little more than an umbrella would. So in that regard, I do like the beauty dish over an umbrella. So other than it being semi-awkward to transport, I do find it better in an actual shoot because it's not blowing around like an umbrella can. In terms of lighting, I guess that all comes down to personal preference. Personally, I love this. I have used it in all of my shoots that need a light modifier since I've gotten it. I've had a couple of shoots where I just need a naked bare flash, in which case I didn't use this, but in all of my shoots that need a light modifier, I always went with this. And not only did I go with this, I would use the grid. So this restricts the amount of light that comes out and only lets it travel basically straight out of your beauty dish. So it cuts down on the amount of light that is dispersed around your photo and just isolates it to wherever it's facing. I love that look personally, and I use it in most of my shoots. So I usually use it with the grid to get that type of lighting. And if you're not sure if you want a beauty dish or want a grid, just Google or look up in like Flickr all of, like, just type in like beauty dish shoot, and then you can look up all of the photos that were taken with a beauty dish, and then you can figure out if that's the type of lighting you want or are looking for. That's what I did. I decided that I would make the investment in a beauty dish. It was $100 Canadian, so fairly cheap considering all the other things you can blow your cash on in photography. So I got it, and as I said, I've never looked back. So very good investment. I love it. It's great lighting. I will put examples of it afterwards, after this video, so you can see what type of lighting I've gotten from it and what I do with it. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or anything you want me to cover, just toss them below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So, hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later.